Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another episode of Missouri. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. First of all, you'll probably remember, or you probably remember me starting to try and plant this field. Well, I fixed the problem. I ended up having to buy 56 and 55 in order to plant this field. So I did that off camera. And I actually planted this field already with whatever this is. I think it's spelt. The problem I've encountered is, so if I have the fruit types section here, and that's the color, but that's soybeans. I know it's not soybeans. I know it's not cotton. It could be rye or it could be spelt, because I know it's not clover. So spelt or rye, I don't know which one's which. So we're gonna go ahead and just see whatever. It could be millet too, actually. Actually, it's not millet, I don't think. So it could be one of those. Just to let you know, it's not Sudan grass, which is the one I had problems with. It's not rice or alfalfa, but there you go. So that's what we planted right there on this field right here. So now we own these two fields too, so we can technically plant those as well. If you saw, I actually changed out the cedar for this cedar right here. This is the Burgo cedar, or Burgalt, I guess you could say, depending on who you're talking to. Let's just save this quickly. F51 seed 20.5 meters. I switched it out because for the soil mod, the other one we had really didn't work well, despite the fact that I like the way that one works and I like the way it looks and all that jazz. Just for the soil mod, it really does not work well at all, which is a bit of a shame, really, because it'd be kind of cool if it did work well, but alas, it did not. Therefore, I decided to just change it out, just for something that works well. So there you have it. So we'll see what this actually is, because I'm not. Actually, it's gonna make it a little interesting to fertilize. Now that I think. So we actually do own these fields down here too. 56. So what we can do is, let's just calculate the field edge path. All right, so that's 56. So let's label it as 56. And sure. So let's keep the same thing, and let's put it as 56. And what we can do is add this to it. And so we planted this. That I'm pretty sure is a cover crop. Same with that. That I don't know what it is. I think it might be Sudan grass. I don't know. Red beets, sweet potatoes. I have no idea what that is either. I wish they all had the names. It might, I don't know, millet. Let's plant something that definitely does not have the same color. How about that? Oats, soybeans, sweet corn. We don't have a corn header. We don't have a cotton header either. Sorghum. Sorghum is like, you can actually make it into silage, but I don't know if you can in this pack. Sunflowers, peanuts, black-eyed peas. Sure, let's plant. I've never planted black-eyed peas, so let's give that a go. Alright. I should have set it to not that side, so let's set it to the right side. 56, and this is the northwest, heading east. There we go. That should work a bit better. So that should be around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So let's plant some black-eyed peas. I've never planted this before. I'm just going to follow the course by course for the time being. I'll do the planting, but I'll just follow the course. So then when I'm ready, I can just let it take over, basically. So what I'll do is there. So let's see if we can't get this lined up here. There we go. Or try to get it lined up. There. So yeah, this is black-eyed peas. I have no idea what you're supposed to. I have no idea what you're supposed to be able to harvest this with. If they're peas, they're probably with a regular combine. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job of following this. They're probably with a combine. This might be a job for GPS. Let's try and straighten this out a little bit. There we go. It might be something you harvest with a regular combine in this, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's just verify. What does black-eyed peas that look like? Okay, good. Well, so we're gonna try some black-eyed peas and whatever else the other one was. It could be rye, Could be. I don't think it's clover, but it could be, I suppose. Millet or spelt. Which are all kind of grain. As far as I know, they're all kind of grain variations. So that shouldn't be too bad there. At least we can see from here. Carrot? We don't even have carrots. I don't think. At least some of them, well, the problem we're going to have is when we get to this stage right here, we have to actually fertilize them, because I have no idea what it's going to be. Which is going to be slightly annoying, actually. Turn. Because I've never planted some of these crops before, so it should be kind of funny to see how that actually turns out. Alright, nice. So, yeah, I am kind of curious about that. Our combine is actually on the last pass, or second last pass over here, so as you can see, it's got a tinsy winsy bit left there. And it's going to go from there. I don't even know what the prices are in these things. I should have looked first. And of course that silly, I don't know what I think it's a bug or something, but whenever I log out of this game and log back out of this particular map, it doesn't like it. Oh, we're low on TMR. I didn't realize that. So what I'll do is I'll set this guy to work on that there, and then I'll go take care of that because I didn't realize we were low on TMR. Also, I'm working with this over here. The way I did it is I changed the I don't know, bale spike essentially for this one, which is a, what's it called? It is called a, I think it's a WIFO or something like that, something silly. WIFO Bale 3 bale spike. Technically it's designed for both round and square, so it says it works for both, but it seems like more of a square one. But I'll show you the reason why I changed it out, because with the other one we were using, the old timer one, there wasn't a collision on the actual implement itself. But watch this. So see how when I drive up here, it actually hits it, which is what I want. So I can just do this because that's a little bit more realistic. Before you had to like kind of not adjust, but kind of, what's the word I'm looking for here? You had to be very gentle because otherwise your implement would go straight through the bale, which is not cool at all. So this way, at least, you can, just run in right into it, which is what you pretty much do in real life, as far as I know. I'm not an expert by any means, but that's how I've done it in the past, at least. You kind of run into the bale to a certain extent, and it works a lot better in order to pick up the bale. So now I don't have to be so careful when I drive up to the bale itself, so I can just, line it up a little bit and then drive into it like so, and then lift it up, which is really nice. Not all bale implements kind of have that collision. Some of them, well, obviously the one I was using before didn't have it, and that was a problem, so it was annoying. And what I've discovered is the best way to, instead of actually driving forward, the best way to do this is just kind of use your telehandle and slowly inch it forward, because it's a lot easier to be gentle with your telehandle as opposed to is that really touching? Okay, I guess it is. It's a lot easier to be gentle with your telehandle than it is with the throttle, essentially. So did that just roll? No, it just looks like it did. So that's what I've discovered. So that's what I've been doing for the time being. And it seems like, oh no, it just seems that way. But I think this actual implement's a bit heavy. So what's happening is it's actually weighing down our Merlot a little bit. Alright, so the problem I'm going to run into here is this. So if you look, oh, I guess it's still loose, so it's not terrible. In my world, what would happen is the other bales would move out of the way, but it doesn't work like that in this game. I don't think it works like that in real life either. I just like to think it does. So, alright, let's get this one lined up. So what we'll do is just take this load. I'll adjust. Actually, I don't need to adjust these bales. What I'll do is I'll just unlock the bales, and lock them, and then just drive away with them. And we'll just take these bales back so we can make some more TMR. That one bale on top is pretty ridiculous. I don't know how I managed to do that. Anyway, so we'll take these bales back, and I think we need some more straw bales, actually. Because we can make these into silage without a problem, but we probably need some more straw bales too. Jeez. I don't know how. I guess because we started off with 200 cows and we don't have a mixing station. Or do we? Yeah, we do have a mixing station. What am I talking about? I guess we got the mixer for the... What was it for? Straw. That's right. I was trying to think there for a second. I'm like, we got it for something. I don't know exactly what it is, but yeah, we got it for the straw because you can't make... I don't think you can actually take chopped straw out of the mixer without... I don't think you can do that. It'd be kind of cool if you could, though. Or if you could like select what you wanted out of it. So like, hey, I want to take the, you know, straw out of this mixer, because then you'd have no need for the actual mixer itself, which would be kind of nice, actually. Now the problem here is I have to drive back now. What I'll do is I'll pick up a bale on my way back. Where's the closest bale? Over here. Let's grab this one right here. So like I said, the cool thing about this little implement is you can just drive into the bale basically and pick it up, which is really nice. I think it's by Eurodizien. I'm actually using 2 implements. I don't know if people notice that, but I'm using 2 different things. I am using this Allo telehandle adapter. So this basically can be used with a telehandle. It can also be used with a Weidman. So basically it allowed me to use this implement. Otherwise I wouldn't have been able to use it for whatever reason. Which was a bit strange, actually. I totally thought it'd be fine. I can't say anything. I totally thought it'd be fine without the attachment, but apparently it needed it for it to work. But I'm really happy I discovered that. It's the first time I kind of like, oh, let's just try this and see if it works. Because I knew there was some sort of attachment or adapter, so to speak, for this. I just couldn't remember which one was which, so I'm pleased that I found it. Alright. He's doing well, actually. Still not more than he's progressing faster than I anticipated. Sorry, I just had a momentary. I'm like, what's that over there? Anyways, so what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna see about the millet and the black-eyed peas. I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that. I'm not too worried about the cows at the moment because they are okay. They have a little bit of TMR for the moment, but it's not going to last forever, of course. It never does. Let's just put this in here. Actually, someone specifically, yes, but Farmer Beavis is his name. He actually pointed out the fact that I was like, well, why would you want to be able to put TMR back in here? And he pointed out a really good reason. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but basically where's my mixer here? It's back there. Let's just unlock these bales and then do that. He made a really good point. And the point is that sometimes what happens is you have a little bit of TMR left in here and you want to put straw in instead and you can't do anything about it. But where you have this scenario, you can put some of the TMR back in so you don't have to worry about it so much. And I thought that made a lot of sense. And I was like, why did I not think of this before? Farmer Beavis is so smart, I guess. I don't know. He's actually, if you haven't already checked it out, check out his BGA extension series that he's doing. I think it's on like episode 3 or something like that. It's that BGA mod I was talking about in the other series there that Caravar76 did a little, I don't know what you'd call it, a little interview type scenario, I guess. He did a little thing with that. It was really cool. Gave you some good insight as to how that particular mod works. It's a pretty awesome mod. What's the levels looking like here? That's what I thought. Oh, we need hay, silage. So I might as well grab this and grab a couple bales. Yeah, but that mod looks really cool. It's just a shame it came out so late. Well, I guess it didn't come out that late. I just never... What button is it to change? There we go. I just never realized... I just never, I don't picked it up, I guess. Whoops, that was way too many switches back and forth. So again, same idea. Makes it really, oh, maybe it doesn't make it easy. Well, it makes it easy when you have the right attachment. And of course it's not locked now because I took the lock off. But it makes things really easy, having that collision there. So you can just basically, you know, bump it essentially, which is really nice because that's what you're able to do in real life. You know, just give it a little nudge. Oh, there it is. Because you can't, like, visibility is always an issue, right? Oops. Visibility is always an issue, so by having that little kind of, you can, the visual bump in here you can see, so it's like, I haven't hit it yet. Oh, there it is. Although these bales, of course, react like it's the end of the world, but of course it helps if you back up and not go forward either. You get the idea. Alright, so let's put another bale in here. I think what we're going to have, we're going into a situation where, so we got 10,000 hay, so let's say 2 more bales in here, and then we should have a good little mix. How close is that guy to being finished? Not, oh, he only did 56. I guess there's grass right there, that's why. Aha. I thought it was 2 fields together, like the other one, but that one is just 1 field, which is, I guess, good to know. See? Little bump. There we go. I should be able to pick it up now. Nice. Yeah. Really like this thing. I used it before on the All-American farm, I guess it was. It's just a really cool implement. Just mainly because of the collision. Because not every implement has that, so anyhow. Alright, let's grab this bale here. I think I can probably grab it like this. Let's just see. No. Oops. No, I can. I've seen some pretty, watched a couple of YouTube videos. No, O is the wrong button. I've been watching a few YouTube videos, and one of the funny things that I've been seeing is, not funny, but just the various different types of attachments. I think it was on Dino, I think that's how you say his name, Dino, there's a number after it. Again, I'm terrible with numbers in that scenario. He was stacking, I think it was carrot straw, I think it was. It was really strange. I didn't know you could even bale carrot straw, or if there was, I'm pretty sure it was carrot straw. Or maybe he just meant it was straw for the carrots, not necessarily straw from the carrots, I don't know. I know what they do with carrots is they tend to top them and then pull, they kind of pull them out of the ground. So I don't know if that was the reason or not, but interesting nonetheless. Alright, so this guy is finished. Excellent. Thank goodness. That took forever. For those people who know the Sandlot. I'm so happy that's finished. Alright, why is the... Aha. We're having a standoff. Let's move this guy out of the way. Because our Case Steiger is the one that has precedent in this scenario. Because I have no idea where his position is. No, don't go backwards. Oh man. I'm really excited for 2015. I hope stuff like the bale physics are better in it. I really should add this to more tractors. It's so nice in here. If you ever try to commentate what I'm doing essentially right now, when you have a loud tractor, often what happens is you feel like you have to yell. And I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but when you do this type of scenario, so people like Caravera76, Farmer Beavis, UC, TCGG Rob, those type of peeps, so people who will do peeps. I don't say peeps. What am I? Jeez. People who commentate can really appreciate a quiet tractor, specifically for when you have to commentate over it. It makes your life a lot easier. And I know David Oldfield really likes quiet tractors. And I actually, for those people who don't know, I actually followed his tutorial on how to add indoor sound mod, or indoor sound script, which is why, whoops, which is why I added it to this, because this is probably one of my favorite tractors. A lot of people don't like this tractor. I don't know why. I just think it's kind of a quirky tractor. I just like some of the small things about it. The interior is not very pretty by any means, but the engine's pretty good. The engine shakes, which is kind of cool. The flywheel over there blows the air across the radiator. I don't know, just little things. That's what I like about this particular tractor anyways. And now that it has the indoor sound, it's even better. Where are you going? Oh. I guess I went in the wrong way. Okay, that's fine. Still can't believe how quiet that is. Anyhow. Alright, so what do we need to do next? Let's just check on his progress. He is maybe 1/3 of the way done. Not quite done yet. This guy's done all the way. I'm not sure what that is. Actually, you know what I can do? Oh, what am I doing? I can totally... Where's my Ford? Let's go grab this. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Actually, you know what's kind of cool? A lot of the new Ford trucks and a lot of the new Ford cars have a rear view, have a camera. So when you back up like I just did there, you'll see what's behind you. It's really cool. Not every car has it, of course, or every truck. But ones that do, it's really nice. Oops, did not mean to drive through that. Whoopsie. Alright, let's do this. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. Because what this does is this, the soil mod scans a 10x10 area, and it'll tell you what crop it is. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Oh my goodness. This is one of those hashtag facepalm moments. Jeez. What do we got? What is it going to say? Rye. Okay, so it's rye. And that was a really weird looking one too. Where is it? So it should say black-eyed peas. Okay, it does. Okay, well at least that identifies it. So we have rye. So it was rye in the end. Which I don't know if it in real life it does produce straw, but I don't know if in here it does. So that's rye. Good. Black-eyed peas. This is good. What else can we plant now? 30. We actually own 37. Isn't that part of our yard? So we can plant red beets. Some of the random ones, like green wheat, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Millet. Sorghum I've planted before. So I'll have to plant peanuts, rice for sure, because I've never harvested those before. Peanuts and rice. Sunflowers I have. If you ever watch the Newbie Farm, if you go back and watch the very first series I did, got the hiccups or something. Series I did on the Newbie Farm, I planted sunflowers, and the growth time on sunflowers was ridiculous. But they're the most profitable crop, which is the reason why Cavalier Roy did that. So it makes perfect sense, right? All right. So what are we doing? I have no idea. I lost track of what we were trying to do. Right. Because we know what's in here now, this is black-eyed peas, the other thing is rye. So at least now when we go to fertilize and stuff, we can know what to fertilize, which is good. Anyways, let's get off our crop here. Watch, this is something I just realized. Watch the rear tires on this truck. See how they kind of like, they spin at a really, doesn't seem like it's the right RPM, I guess it would be, I suppose, in this scenario. So that's right. I'm so happy I don't know why I didn't think of that before. Oh well. We know what it is. This is good. Alright, so what I think I will do is let's go check actually on the TMR. Because I forget how much we actually have. I'm strangely reminded of Dirt Hebbers right now when he did Colorado and when he walked around the whole map to get to things, and people initially people were like, yes, it's kind of a cool idea, and then people were like, okay, you can start moving now, or you can start tabbing. I think that's what it was. Oh well. I feel like we're running out of hay again, like quickly. I think it's because I'm using them in the mixing station. That's the reason why. All right, let's just bonk it. Perfect. Is that attached? No. There we go. Excellent. All right, so what we need to do now is make a couple bales of silage. They make 6,000 liters, so it's good for us. And it's funny, when I remember, I don't know if people watch Grant from Scottish Gaming Guys. He was trying to use the same wrapper, and he had a heck of a time. I felt so bad because he's like, in the video, he was basically like saying like, I know Iain Robson has used this wrapper before. Why is this not working for me? Basically. So as you can see, I just used it there without a problem. But I guess in here it doesn't actually say what button to press. So I'll show you in a second once this bale's wrapped. It doesn't tell you what button to press when to start wrapping. So when you want to wrap, you can't do it unless you know what the button is. You start just pressing buttons. Eventually he figured it out, but he was just like, no thanks. The physics of these bales are a little odd too. Because he stacks bales a lot more than I do. So because of that, he ran into some difficulties. Although, since adjusting the McHale square baler, as some of you probably know, I modded the McHale square wrapper, I should say, not baler. So it would work with, so it could make it into silage. I don't know how difficult it is to do that with other wrappers, so I might look into that, although this time, late in the game it's not really worth it, so maybe I won't do that. But I'll show you what I was talking about with Grant, how he had this problem. If memory serves right, this is what he ran into, at least. Alright. Let's... Oh my goodness. Is it really that far away? Oh, I guess it really is. Like, it doesn't seem that far away in this camera, but depth perception is not the best thing. And, well, in comparison to real life, you'd be able to see how far things were really easily. But obviously, farm sim. Alright, so let me demonstrate the problem he had with this. Alright, so Grant ended up doing the same thing like I'm doing right now and just dropping the bale right in there. Because it's easier than trying to pick it up with the wrapper, or with the lift, I should say. So he did the same thing, he just dropped the bale in there like that, but that was happening right there, where he would try to drop the bale in and it wouldn't work. Which is frustrating. Doesn't always happen. I don't think I can wrap this bale now. That'd be funny if I could, though. No, I didn't think so. But he had that same thing happen where... Whoops. And he's having problems like this where the bale was attached to the wrapper and stuff like that. And then he had what's going on right there. So this is kind of exactly the same thing he ran into. Which isn't good because that, you know, you're trying to do something and the mod's making your life more difficult. There we go. So let's try that again. That was one of the problems he ran into, which admittedly is a really frustrating problem to run into because you think it should be easier. Theoretically, you should be able to just plonk it on there without any problems at all, but alas, it's not always the case. Alright, so let's extend the arms there, pick up the bale. Pick up the bale, there we go. Alright, so we'll just put it on from the back. That's probably just as easy. I have to remember that this thing's really light. But I always try to make it more, do some really ridiculous turns, because I don't realize how, there, that should be perfect. Okay, so, the problem here into is, so let's say I hop into the tractor now, and I'm like, okay, which button do I press to make it start wrapping? It doesn't actually identify what button you have to press, which is really frustrating if you've never used it before, so, eventually, he figured out what button it was. Of course, it's B, but it doesn't say that anywhere here. So, not that I'm aware of, at least. Or maybe it does, I don't know. Maybe it does and I just don't realize it. Alright, let's move forward a little bit here. And... come on. Actually, what I can do now is I can set this guy on his way. Because I want to get a few more straw bales, because we're out of straw. So what I'll do is I'll set this guy on his way, and I don't know, he'll eventually get to, well, probably could do it this way, it'd probably make my life easier. There. So then he'll get those 3. I think there's a couple other ones I missed. And then we'll have some straw, which is nice, because we're out of straw again. Anyways, that is... I think that's it. That's a good place to stop as any. Let that guy do his thing. The problem now is I have to collect those bales again. Ugh, round bales. Anyways, my name is Iain Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013 coming at you from Missouri. Catch you guys later.